Many people question and debate over who might be the richest person on the Stoneworks Minecraft server. I am here to provide an answer to that question and settle all debates. The person that I'll be speaking about went from rags to riches over the course of just a few months. That person's name is Imperius, who made a fortune through his business, Pawn Shop of Imperius. Pawn Shop of Imperius opened in late November of 2021. Due to the state of disarray that Imperius was in after a month-long ban, plus a permanent blacklist from utilizing the bandit tag, he had to seek a new path in Eldom. Imperius couldn't prey upon the innocent, collecting tribute, nor could he go forth in fighting in many wars due to the severity of the staff's punishments upon him. That was when he thought of an idea, a pawn shop. What had started as merely a joke seemed to become a concrete path ahead. What led to the success of his shop early on wasn't just his reputation, as influential as it was, but the efficiency and creativeness behind the idea. Many shops had been based in person or within extremely small Discord shops that took weeks to obtain items that people ordered. Pawn Shop of Imperius became the first and most successful Discord-based shop on Stoneworks. They not only sold the cheapest gear, but they delivered each order faster than any other competitor, all while guaranteeing protection in the nether spawn from bandits. It's important to note that in the shop's dawning, trading at spawn wasn't allowed. Imperius had to defend every customer at spawn to ensure they got the products, which was also the first time any shop had done that. Over time, the pawn shop began to gradually expand its markets from enchanted gear to potions, alcohol, enchanted books, and more. As the expansion of the shop took place, they noticed a large growth in the server's population. That is when the Imperius Pawn Shop became the first shop to have weekly giveaways, which was $200,000 a week to its customers. They also have special deals where the customers could acquire mending books, plus other unique items like mending tools, totems, all at a third or fourth of the average market price. In a short time, dozens of other shops began following the Imperius' exact template. It was clear that the Pawn Shop of Imperius set the landscape for the future of Stoneworks' economy, and so they began their efforts to quell them. What makes the Pawn Shop of Imperius stand out from other shops is two things. One, their consistency that for 5+ months they have been reliable and guaranteed their promise when it comes to obtaining products. And two, they're willing to break the economy. In a matter of weeks, the pawn shop dropped their shop prices from $20,000 a war set of armor to $12,000, practically crashing the market and other businesses. Dozens of new customers swept into their shop as the market became smaller and smaller. As soon as other businesses fell under, the pawn shop raised their prices back up. Since then, no shop had come close to encompassing even a fourth of the Pawn Shop of Imperius' total size. To this day, you can find new markets copying the format of the pawn shop letter by letter. Imperius transformed the economy from in-person shops like Market 55 to a self-sustainable market over Discord. Imperius and his shop had no limitations in a country, and they could do whatever they wanted to ensure their shop's survival. By January, their Tycoon expansion began. The pawn shop seized the Uraki auction house, which became the Imperius Auction House. They also created the Imperius Guild of Writers and Artists, Imperius United Road Corporation, as well for other small Imperius block companies. The administrators reported that Imperius had come forth and created one of the server's largest monopolies. Imperius even began mass sponsoring and buying world map updates, preventing other businesses from even competing entirely. Technically speaking, the peak of their power was in late March. After instability in Eldom politics and the threat of Rathnir invasion, 90% of Eldom came together under a new power, the Imperius Pawn Shop. For the first time in the server's history, one market controlled hundreds of players and hundreds of millions of dollars. The lifeblood of the server, roleplay, lore, and culture was all subject to the Imperius Pawn Shop. One market, what had been known as a monopoly, became the strongest power in the server's history. After a couple of days, unfortunately, internal struggles led to the eventual dissolution of the empire. It is important to note that every nation in the map had the nation leaders and their senates of consent as per the map-making rules, which goes to show Imperius' influence. To account for months of work, the pawn shop has made Imperius close to $40 million. For other industries in the company, another $5 to $10 million in revenue. To this day, it remains a strong and stable market. Pawn Shop of Imperius is best known for supplying Iraq forces in Entente versus Ulderash campaign, Bardonian annexation of Ryzan, or Dandelion Empire, which is yet to happen. Large stockpiles of 100+ swords and sets to nations of Simalami, Mosir, Skuldbirdir, Osinium, Confederation of Garxios, and dozens of other wars that have been entirely sponsored by their shop, which can be guaranteed due to the unique lore of their armor. If you would like to put in an order to the pawn shop, be sure to check out the details in the description below. You can make these orders on Rathnir or at Eldham, so be sure that you join their Discord server and get in contact with one of their employees. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I appreciate all of your support, and I'll see you guys next time.